But speaking of which, speaking of playing games, let's jump into this one. So this is Storage Hunter Simulator. Got the review key through Daredrop. Excited to play this one and see what awaits us, my friends. Look at that. It's one of those games where you hit the go button and you immediately get an achievement. I feel so achieved right now. We'll do normal mode. I'm a normal gamer. What can I say? Yeah, greater risk, but you earn more renown for winning stuff. We'll just stick with normal mode. I shouldn't fly too close to the sun. It was kind of sad. Right, that's the thing too. That's what would make me hesitant to participate in something like this, because I would obviously, or maybe not obviously, but I would just kind of by default feel a little bit sad about like the sentimental possessions I'm like intrinsically taking. Well, I'm not the one taking them away, because whoever owns the storage unit is the one making the call. And I mean, presumably there was a contract they signed and there was an agreement, right? There was some kind of agreement that everyone, you know, went along with when it came to putting their stuff in the storage unit. And hopefully there was proper communications that said, hey, you're late on your payment. If you miss this many more, we're gonna, you know, sell the contents. Or I don't know exactly how that works, but even if I wasn't the one to initiate those mechanisms, if I'm the one purchasing the storage unit, I would still inevitably feel bad or feel a little guilty about like, oh man, there's like, yeah, there's sentimental stuff. There's stuff that yeah, I'm taking away from this person or their family, just kind of intrinsically. And like I said, it's one thing if they're dead or incarcerated. There's plenty of reasons why that might happen. But also, like, yeah, if it doesn't go to that person, what about their family? You know, if they had kids, if they had parents, uncle, you know, anybody. And in some cases, truly someone's like, yeah, man, you know, the person passed away and there was no next of kin, no family, or they just didn't have any communication, you know, any connecting, what's the word I'm trying to say? Like no points of contact known. And we tried to reach out to them, but we couldn't find any, like, you know, sometimes it's like we did our best and there's just nothing. We can't find anything about where this should all go to. So now it's open to the highest bidder. I recognize those situations happen too, for sure. So, yeah, it's part of the process, man. Part of the process. I would say, well, I'm a pasty motherfucker. If I'm trying to make myself, I'll make myself very, very pale. I appreciate in games like this, you're allowed to change your eye color, but when are you ever close enough to your guy or girl to see the eye color? Yeah, I got them like green eyes, but it's like, how can you? I can't really tell the difference of any of these. I appreciate you have red and pink. That's kind of fun. Red and purple. We'll go green. What kind of hairstyle we got? We got nothing. We'll do like a light brown. There we go. What kind of hair do I have? I have a receding hairline. That's what I have. I have a thinning hairline. It's like strangely shiny. See, it's like there's like a. That's a weird effect. I don't know if I love that. This game is not early access anymore, by the way. It was early access for about a year. But yeah, it came out of early access about a month ago, and I've heard there were some pretty awful balancing problems when the game first exited early access. I think a lot of those problems have gone away. But yeah, I've heard that it was in a not great state when it first exited early access, but it's better now at least. Facial hair. Big old beard. Yeah, you see there's like a weird staticiness going on with a lot of the hair shenanigans, which is kind of strange. They give me the biggest beard I can muster. Yeah, it's like static. It's like facial. It's like hair static. Well, unfortunately, this is probably... Yeah, this is probably our best bet. That's like a decent beard. That's a decent beard. The other one was... Yeah, so for me, it's gotta be that one. It's gotta be that one. That one's pretty good. Yo, what's up, Meerkat? Conscious. Yeah, if they're going unclaimed, right. Yeah, and the owner just went AWOL, right, exactly. Like, it's one thing if they've, you know, been unable to afford their payments or something, but presumably it's because the owner is AWOL and the next of kin or other contact points have vanished or just haven't answered the call or whatever it is. I know that that situation just does happen. There we go. There we go. He says, white boy clothes with a do-rag. There you go. There we go. Yo, check out this fucking, like, weird-ass concert tee. The corrosion of your pipe? Are we talking about, like, like fucking plumbing issues. Like, oh shit, I poured a bunch of like bacon grease down the drain and now my pipes are clogged. Is that what's going on here? But apparently the European tour of the summer of '97 was popping off. Shoutouts to Sophia. Trying to think of what country that'd be. Anyway, but yeah, it's shoutouts to all these places. Okay, and I know where Warsaw is. Istanbul, of course. Wait, no, is that Istanbul? Yeah. Well, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so shoutouts to that. The Moody Plumbers. Amazing. Amazing. It's an affliction the Amish suffer from soaking for too long. Wait. Oh, the corrosion of your pipe? Well, just so we're clear, Farsight, I'm pretty sure the Amish... Well, maybe they do. Would the Amish be the ones to do soaking? I always thought it was Mormons. I mean, the answer is it might be both. But I always thought soaking was as a practice... Well, more accepted by the Pope would be you know, a more of a Mormon kind of thing. Outfit and appearance. Oh, I was going to read that, but it went away, but that's okay. So open your tablet, sign up for auctions in Blueberry. Blueberry. And so maybe it's like, okay, we don't have, it's not your BlackBerry device, it's a Blueberry device. Can I just raid the garbage? Can I just go dumpster diving? And of course, you know, presumably that's my property because that's what we exited from. I was wondering if I could just like pop into my neighbors and just fuck their shit up. Yeah, but still the point remains. Right, exactly. Kind of like, can I fuck around in my place? You can move to warehouse. So these are the things I own. So I guess if I wanted to, I could sell my own stuff. I guess I could sell my own stuff, but like, yeah, fuck this. Or I could sleep. End the day. Do I have limited energy? Oh, I see time is ticking away, so I can only fuck around so long. Yeah, I was thinking maybe if there was like stuff I could mess with. But yeah, I guess if things get desperate, I'll sell my toilet. Things get desperate, I'll sell my toilet to try to make rent. Strangely realistic looking painting. What the fuck? It's so random. What the shit? Alright, anyway. Alright, so let's get this ball rolling here. Look at this guy. I said I'm gonna get the ball rolling, and now I see this lad pumping iron. Go on, bro. Can I talk to you? Nope. Alright. Alright, he's got nothing to say to me, I guess. Alright, so tablet. What do we got? What do we got? So we'll go into sign up for our first auction. This one's coming up. So either of these I could sign up for. So it starts at 8, ends at 4. So it's already started. I'm going to assume that... There's no date. I'm going to assume that it means it's today's date. So I'll sign up for this one. Alright. And so it's that way. And it says take the car, enter the car. But the thing is right here, right? Alright, here we go. No, this is something else. What is this? This is my car. Wait, hold on. I'm confused. Alright, so okay, so that's not our first... Okay, the first auction's out that way. Okay, so this is the game's way of saying, yes, you have to use your car to get to the auction. So this is our only car. We have a little mini car. The kind of, how do you pronounce it? Is it Kia car? Or Kai car? Or in this case, Kai truck that you see in Japan all the time. Little half trucks. They're really cute little cars, and it'd be cool if they were to become more available here in the States. But yeah, of course, you would have to go through a fairly lengthy process to get it imported, or to get one out here. Alright, so we're driving to our first auction site. All we have to do is win. What's it say? Pumpkin lunch, $7, 2-piece meal, and a soda. Great. Great deal. Got some nice radio tunes to jam out to. It's just pronounced K. Gotcha. It's the K car, yeah. They are very cool. We sell them all over the place in Japan. They're a very frequent sight. Alright, so let's park here. Exit. There we go. So, I want to read this. Yeah, control for details. Alright, so how does this work? So, I want to read this in like great detail because this is important. Now, it's not worth noting, you can never pause the game, I don't think, at least. I mean, maybe the escape menu, but... Or like the options menu, but otherwise, this is important. So I wanted to read this and try to understand it fairly quickly. So start the auction, start the designated point, okay. Opening the storage door. Okay, so you can see what it is before you begin auctioning. That makes more sense. You want to estimate the value of the storage. Sometimes better be patient than to overbid. Well, I don't necessarily know what to expect value-wise, but I guess we'll figure it out as we go. Like the amount you want to bid, you want to offer. Press the E button to bid if you're not interested, or if things are too high, you can quit bidding to leave. Doesn't cost anything if you leave. Current highest bid. Okay, cool. Okay, so I shall pop over here. I got a spot right here for me. Now we get to watch how it all goes down. So, a chest of unknown contents, a jack-o'-lantern, some literal garbage, and some furniture that needs to be cleaned up. So the chest is curious. A hat, a pair of pants, maybe a dead body. I don't fucking know. So let's begin. I'm not gonna go super high necessarily because I don't know if it's gonna be like worth a whole lot. Wait, I don't think I know what's happening here. So, all right. So the highest bid is 443. How much money do I have? I have 750. I don't know if I want to spend literally all of my money on this. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. And I'm not so sure that's worth it. Let's skip this one. Let's skip this one. You lost your first auction, Alex, you idiot. But no, I think that's okay. Look how emaciated this guy is. Our poor guy looks like he is... This is a gaunt lad. Oh, this poor fucking guy. Let's sign up for another one. Let's go for this one. This one's still going on. Uh-oh. I think my mouse just died. Hello? Nope, no, there we go. I randomly lost the cursor. I was like, what the fuck? Alright, so let's sign up for this one instead. It says Village People. That one's right here. Alright, so this one, it says it starts at 11, and they say, like, don't be late, or in this case, starts at 8. But what they really mean is, they wait for you until the end time. Until the end times. For the truck. Oh, for the trucks. They're called K trucks. Okay. All right. So we got more garbage. Shit falling over. I don't know. This doesn't really. This looks even worse, honestly. I see what might be like a toolbox, maybe. Yeah, I wouldn't be that interested in this one either. Maybe I'm like being too picky. But since we don't have a ton of money, we have $750, and that first one went for like $580. Like, shit, you better make that money back or else you're in trouble. It goes pretty quick, but I think I understand the idea. But starts it. All right, so I'll... How do you say, like, yes? So I can raise my bid, but how do I submit my bid? E, there we go. Okay, or yeah. All right, so 198. There we go. All right, so yeah, that was more reasonable, I think. I think that was more reasonable. Something real small and simple, but we didn't like bet the whole farm on that one. It wasn't gonna like we weren't gonna eat shit if we weren't if we didn't like make that money back, basically. So because I don't know what this game will do if you end up in a situation where you're like behind the 8 ball. If like, oh shit, I'm out of money, I can't afford any additional like, you know, auctions, that kind of thing. I don't know if there's ways to make money in this game other than buying and selling, that kind of thing. And there's probably not. I mean, maybe you have like a day job. I don't know, but I'm just going to assume that this is just something you have to make work for you. Or you can like lose and you end up in a bad state and you have to reset and like start a new game. I don't know, but anyway. So verify them before you can sell. Okay, to do this, hold down the right mouse button. There's a verification tool. You'll learn the average price and quality. Once you verify, you will not need to verify the same item again. Cool. Remember this you can read the tutorials at any time. You'll encounter rare items. Higher level verification tool to verify. Keep on scanning. It's a scanner. Ooh, excuse me. All items you verify are added to your glossary. Cool. All right, so to the victor goes the spoils. Can detect items around you. Found 7 items. I should probably read this in greater detail because I'm not going to remember all this. Item detection. Right. Very good. Oh my god. I guess you can just levitate things in front of you with the power of the Force. There we go. There we go. Very good. If you wanted to inspect things, I guess. Store things in warehouses that you own. Well, I don't think I own any right now. Yet, but maybe soon. So you want to put your stuff in warehouses or vehicles before going to bed. Otherwise, they'll be removed. So I would presume that means like garbage. Garbage you probably don't want to fuck with. The warehouse is located next to houses and pawn shops that you own. And again, I don't think I own any of those things right now. Get stuck, you can always click unstuck. Cool. Real easy. We found a whole bunch of stuff. And now I will begin to verify. So you hold it. There we go. So we got a table. You can instantly sell some of these things. Halloween pumpkin looks a little bit doity. Some things you can instant sell, which I suppose means if it's just like garbage, you'll just fucking send it to the trash heap or the recycler or something to get a small amount of monies. Some contents are locked using a lockpicking tool or go to a locksmith, open it for a fee. Or you can just sell the lock container and, you know, wash your hands of it. That's fine too. Everything's a gamble in this case. Lockpicking tool. There's probably a mini game. Right. The right mouse button to open the lock. Or maybe it's not a mini game. Maybe it's just a chance. Yeah, it's just a % chance thing. Only locksmith will be able to open it. Right. Deliver to a locksmith. Cost and duration of opening are higher the rarer the container. As the container is open, you'll receive a message about the possibility of receiving it. Does that mean the locksmith might just be like, yeah, I'm not giving this back? Because that'd be very funny. If he's like, yeah, bro, you paid me money and I opened it and you're not getting it. Sorry, you eat shit. So I don't exactly like... That line is funny, but it fills me with not the greatest amount of confidence about locksmiths in this game. I'm sure locksmiths in real life don't work like that. I would hope. But anyway. Or maybe there's a chance they might fail and say, sorry, I can't open this. You're just like, sorry, it's borked. But anyway. So the thing about using the lockpicking tool. Well, the thing, yeah, the higher the level, the higher the chance of opening the lock. I wonder if there's ways where you can like level up your guy to have a greater likelihood of succeeding. Hard to say. Anyway, all right, cool. So we got that one. So, yeah, verify the wall frame. Yep. Can instantly sell. I'm kind of surprised this is an instant sale. I suppose, like you'd think that would be potentially valuable enough to do a little something. All right, so we need to. So to fix this, yeah, we need some way to fix things. Some like repairing tools. Got instant sale. So here's a chest. We would need to the verify level 2. And what did it say? Buy level 2? Buy verification tool level 2. So the tools themselves you have to purchase. Right. Okay. Yeah. We just read that one. Okay. That's good. Still for a random ass oil drum. Classroom volcano. Why I'm not sure why that's a rare item, but sure. Old fashioned table. It's probably not a dead body. It's probably just like Halloween decor, but yes. And oddly enough, the crate down there is also an instant sale. So if it's instant sale, I'm gonna go ahead and assume that means like, yep, it's garbage. It's like here's a couple dollars for your trouble. Like don't even bother fucking with it. It's just trash. I love the garbage. Deposit, withdraw money. So we also have a bank account, so there might be more money beyond what we have on our person right now. Gotta say, there's more to this game than I was expecting. The systems are more comprehensive than I was expecting. Not a bad thing, but there's a degree of sophistication here. That percentage of your income is sent to the online account. Cool. When you buy or sell items... Houses or vehicles, cool, okay. Can take out a loan. Oh, that's the answer. Is like, what do you do if you're behind the 8 ball? Okay, good to know. So sell that one. Sell that one. So yeah, we're gonna throw out a whole bunch of this like garbo. This garbo that has no hope. Sad that that's instant sale. That makes me a little bit sad. And the oil drum. So I got a couple of neat little things. Got a handful of neat little things. So fixing things. I need a fixing tool. So let's see. Pack items on the car. Okay, yeah, that's the first thing, is to pack things on the car. All right, so let's pull this up. It says, do not park over the line. Oh, that seems kind of lame, but all right. Park right here. I'll park right on the line. All right, so table first. Gonna use the force. And I wish it was this easy. I wish it was this easy to fucking just and then place it. There we go. To just single-handedly load things up like this. Use the force to do the goods here. And you can like, yeah, that's good. Very nice, very nice. I'm gonna assume that we're like tying it down. I hope we're tying it down because it's a little bit questionable. Can I do one of these where I kind of like, wait, is it, no. There we go, there we go. It's a little bit weird. So right click is how you reset it. Okay. There we go. Sure. Yeah, I didn't think so. Oh shit, no. God damn it. Didn't think that was how that was gonna work. I'm gonna assume that like fucking up and like dropping things probably won't hurt. Hopefully, I guess I don't know. I can jump. Oh god. There we go. All right. Now those. The answer might just be you can't get it all in one go, as if we're not loading things up, then we're gonna have some problems here. But the obvious cases here is to like, oh, here we go, here we go. Pop in what we can. This is just a whole ass pumpkin. It's not even like a decorative pumpkin. I think it's just, nope, this is just an article of produce. All right, so that might not be, well, actually, maybe if I can like just kind of wedge it in there. Good enough. Good enough. All right. Oh, okay, yeah. We're now, are things gonna slide around? Strangely, no. I'm legit surprised, but yeah, I think we are, there's like invisible straps here. All right, so go to the local pawn shop. So I think the idea is at the start, you're not fucking with trying to like fix things up or identify things. I mean, you verify them, but you're not doing a whole lot else. I think you're just selling what you got. And then it will probably, you know, go from there. And then you'll do things like, then you like fixing them or trying to scrutinize things a little bit further. How's it going, fellas? Just hanging out in front of Cash for Gold. We pay the highest. What great state are we in right now? State or country are we in? Didn't really say. Pawn shop, buy, sell, trade. Lombardos. All right, now let's learn about them pawn shops, baby. If you want to sell stuff quickly, go to any pawn shop, talk to the seller. From 9 till 9. All right. You can only sell verified items. Okay. Or I can buy things as well if I felt so inclined. Bartles pawn shop. Alright, yep. It's got a fucking, like, Viking shield. That's kind of sick. Some cool stuff in here, bro. How's it going? Alright, so... yeah, so these are the things I'm trying to sell. Right, okay. So, it just says sell items. So, what is normal market value? So I'm guessing, am I getting market value? The thumbs down means the quality is bad. Okay. So wall frame. Okay. So we don't have to sell everything, but it probably is a good idea to do. Well, for sure, like the stuff that I can't fix. Yeah, I guess it's not really worth hanging on to, like the small stuff. That's worth hanging on to. That's worth hanging on to. Quality is normal. That's fine. Yeah, I think I will just sell all these things. Cool. So now, this guy and this guy, I can't verify them right now. So, verification or visit an expert. I don't suppose you're an expert? You an expert? Seemed like an expert to me. Yeah, cannot sell. All right. Can you buy? Yeah, I see them. I see them back there. In fact, I can look. I can get up real close to them. He's being strangely cool with me, just kind of like fondling his firearms, and his violins, and his violas, and his grandfather clock. Sorry, Freudian slip. Baseball card collection. There we go. Major Baseball League, MBL. Oh, that's got a little bit of laggy action there. So yeah, so I'm not sure what that will entail. What I do know is that I think we have some kind of access to being able to store these somewhere. So if I say, well, let's see, what do I have in the bank? I've got $14 in the bank. All right, so sure enough, the majority of what we have is in cash right now. Yeah, taken by force. There you go, man. There you go. That's how the pros do it. Journal. Earn money. Get up. So hold $1,000 in my hot little hands. That's the next step. Glossary, tools. So no tools right now. I was wondering if there was like a shop to buy upgrades, but I think the answer is not right now. Let's go back to our house, to our apartment, to our trailer, whatever you want to call it, our abode. Maybe it would show up on the map. Blueberry Village. I see it says leveled. It's like 2 out of 106. I'm gonna guess that means we're like leveling up. Auctions and things are closed. Go to bed at your home. So I guess there's not really so much energy, but so much that there's like stuff that is just not available during certain times of the day. Okay, so it's in a vehicle, so it should be okay for now. Should be okay for now. You're not wrong, Meerkat. That's the unfortunate part. All right, so here I see we have on the map. Not run into that nice sports car. So we have a mechanic. I see there's a house icon, so maybe it's this over here. Oh, shit! I thought that was a person. Let me just kind of drive through the grass here. Yep. This is totally normal. Totally normal. Nothing weird here at all. Nothing weird. Whoops, sorry. I just need to get that real quick. So no. Oh, these are for sale. I see. These are for sale. I think it was back this way. Let's go back this way. I love the K-Truck. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I would love one of these in real life. Wonder where this takes place, by the way. I see the mountains in the background. Maybe Colorado. Oh, we're out here, man. We out here. Let's check the. Let's do this. Check the maps and districts. Yeah, where is our house? Bonnie View. So that's a thing we can buy. That's one we could buy. Where do we live? Locksmith. Huh. I was hoping. Well, hold on. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is not one we can buy. Maybe that's where we live already. Oh yeah. Well, it says sell. Well, no, it's because no items in warehouse. Right. Okay. I think I'm wrong. I think this is where we live. Oh, sorry. Just bumping into shit. Bonk. Okay, so it's a proper driving experience, like open world driving experience, if we can just knock shit over like that. Fire hydrants. Yeah, it wasn't super clear to me like which one we live in, but I think this is it. Here we go. This looks familiar. Yeah, I like how it's Bonnie Hills. We got the doggy Bonnie. We have our Bonnie. This is us. This is where we live. Park. Yeah, park here. Good. Well, in that case, I will do exactly that. I will park here. And then this is okay. Unload the vehicle. Okay. So this is, yeah. So I can store stuff in here. There we go. Here's the warehouse. 2 items. All right. Store the vehicle. Currently used. Can I store the... I mean, I guess it's fine. If it's parked outside, it's probably fine. Okay. And then... Oh, look at that. I left the lights on, man. Wasting electricity. So shameful. Can I climb on the roof? Some good old-fashioned 10:40 p.m. Roof shenanigans seems like a great idea. Like a great freaking idea. Oh, I like how the door just went through my face just now. That was pretty sick. Zoop. There we go. Alright, so sure enough, we can kind of check tomorrow's agenda. So, oh, here we go. There's opening price. So that kind of is like indicative, perhaps, of what to expect. So all these are finished. What do we have for tomorrow? None right now. None are known just yet. We started with 750, so we're technically down a bit right now. But we have two fairly significant items that we haven't verified nor attempted to sell just yet. The volcano is one thing, but the chest is something we'll need to open, which will take more resources. Plus $100 a week to rent this place. That's actually not bad. That's actually quite good. Now, granted, depending on where you live in the country, that can be a little bit sketch. But $100 a week is, I mean, you could do a lot worse. Do a whole lot worse. Holy shit. Trying to blow up some gas stations, Meerkat? You're probably not wrong, honestly. You're probably not wrong. We'll need to do some questionable experimentations here. I lied. We had a net gain of $5, baby. Our good friend Mr. Hold on. Who's on the $5 bill? Is it... Lincoln's on the 20. Is it Jefferson? Who's on the 5? Check my wallet real quick. I have a 5. Oh, it is... Okay, never mind. Lincoln's on the 5. I knew that. I promise I'm a card-carrying U.S. citizen. Actually, it goes to show how often I use cash to purchase things. Usually I just use my card. Put it on my card. Actually, one fun thing I'll tell you guys. I'll tell you 2 fun things I do as like yeah, I'm checking my wallet. Shoutouts to my wallet, by the way. Got that Zelda wallet action because you know I fucking keep it real. You can thank Gracie for that because she's the one that bought this from me years ago. I'll share with you 2 fun things. And they're bits that I've used a few times on Gracie, and she giggles at them, but they are, you know, after a while they'll lose their luster. So I try to like use this on other people. So there are times where, you know, we'll be at a restaurant or we'll be at a store, and I'll be like, what do you guys think? Do you think these guys accept Japanese yen? Because I do still have some Japanese yen from when we took our trip. So I promise, you know, the bit where I went to Japan, it wasn't made up. We actually were there in person. I know. You might think, Alex, the videos that Aaron made that featured you very frequently, clearly those were AI generated, but there we go. We have a physical evidence. So it's like, yeah, does this restaurant accept Japanese yen? The answer, unfortunately, is no. The other thing is, if they don't accept Japanese yen, do they accept expired Suica cards? The Suica card is, of course, the Japan variant of the Metro card. You use this to, you know, you load up money, kind of like a debit card. You load up money on this bad boy, you scan it on the little boop, the fucking, subway thingies, the little subway stations before you get on to the subway. Really fucking well. Works really well. And of course, I keep it on me. I always got that thing on me. I keep the yen on me and the Suica card on me. Mostly because I keep forgetting to take them out, but it's kind of a fun bit to leave them there. The reminder. It's a constant reminder, baby. What about how many rupees? I always wonder how big are rupees in, like... It's kind of inconsistent in the Zelda games, because sometimes, like, you'll see Link, he'll hold the rupee in front of his hand, and it's, like, very large looking. And then other times, I don't know, and then other times, like, in certain menus, they look small. So I wonder, like, I guess you'd put them in, like, in a coin purse instead of a wallet. Wallets, of course, work great for paper currency and cards, that kind of deal. What about Czech crowns? That's pretty cool, actually, Meerkat. Have you been to Czechia? As I realize it used to be the Czech Republic, but now it's Czechia. Although I'm probably butchering the pronunciation. Let's go for this one. We can drive out to it, baby. There's something in the back. There was like a use option in the back. Yeah, use. Oh, that's kind of neat. That's kind of neat. Yeah, so if you wanted to, like, be able to get some longer boys. Always down for the long boys. By the way, we'll eventually have to buy gas for this thing. Now, I'm a little bit scared to find out if it's possible to, like, break your fucking car. It'd be funny if the answer was yes, but I'm afraid to find out on purpose. I'm sure I'll eventually find out by accident. No, it's only a matter of time. Oh, I want to do a jump there. That'd be a really cool thing to do. Full of fucking Dukes of Hazzard shit there. That handbrake is a tight fucking turn, baby. Yeah. Hit the speed bump. Bump, bump. Okay, I'm not gonna run over the people. I thought about it, but I won't. I'll be a good boy. Wait, hold on. Just so I'm clear, if you get out of the car while it's moving. Yep. Well, it goes a little bit, then it stops. Please be on time. You can actually look at the schedule. That's kind of neat. Let's take a look. See at this one. Get that Bugatti. That's right, baby. That's right, baby. I love it. I'm here. I like your cowboy hat. They're like dime size. They're itty bitty. Yeah. I know Anastasia. She showed us some Ukrainian currency. They primarily have coins. I think they have some paper currency, but I think a lot of what she showed us were coins. And of course, actually, fuck. For that matter. Oh, you can't pause? Really? So once you've begun the bidding, you can't pause. All right, I'll show this really quickly then. All right, no, I can't. I'm sorry. We'll because I can't alt-tab either. So, yeah, I'll show you in a minute. But I think I have some yen in coin form as well. So, some garbage. I think, yeah, that's an actual openable chest. In fact, I think 2 of them are openable. 3 of them, maybe. Wow. So, not a lot that would get immediate monies. That might be worth a decent bit. Yeah, I think I see 4 chests. I mean, I love a good chest. What can I say? Big fan of a nice, pleasant-looking chest. So, this is a real wild card, and it would be an investment that we wouldn't be able to, like, see to fruition.
Okay.
For a while.
Come on.
To say 400 might be as far as I want to go here. Yeah, I'm not gonna go for this one. Gonna bow out. Exit. I'm dropping out. It's too expensive. Too rich for my blood. Let's see what else we got. Because there's so many auctions happening. You don't have to, like, just fucking go all in all at once. Over here. Just keep them in clay pots, says Chuck. There you go. No one will ever guess it. And if a small child wishes to enter your abode and kind of rummage around unsupervised, make sure you let them, and also make sure you allow the room that has all your clay jars. Make sure that room is unlocked and unsupervised and surveilled. That's how you do it, baby. So 1 chest here, 2 chests, bunch of garbage, oh fuck, I was actually hoping to jump, but yeah, a fucking bathtub.
Okay.
So same kind of thing here. I'm gonna have a kind of an upper bound to shoot for here, but you know, we're already getting pretty high. This seems even less valuable.
Higher.
Yeah, I'm bowing out. Yeah, no fucking way. This seems even less valuable than the first one. So nah, that one's not it. So I feel like you have to kind of pick and choose. Pick and choose. So I'm just kind of going down the list here. The next one is a little bit further out, actually. Oh, it's real far out. There was one more. I guess you can sign up for multiple of them. So this is Village People. Then there's What's in the Box, and there's Junkyard. Is there anybody else anywhere else in Village People? Not for a little bit. Oh, let's sign up for both of these. Ends at 1. This one might be like oh, can you not sign up for multiple ones? I'm gonna do this one first. Let's do that one first, because that's a real low barrier. That one might be like just a nice and clean, low-hanging fruit, and I presume you can do multiple, like back to back. Was that a dead body? Unfortunately not. I think it's like a mannequin or like a, maybe not mannequin, but like some kind of like Halloween decor, kind of like the jack-o'-lantern fella that we saw in our first storage unit. And the more I drive, the more gas we're using. Woo! The more gas we're using, of course, means more expenses. Unfortunately, it's not a dead body. I know, Meerkat. I'm as disappointed as you are. I know. You took the words right out of my mouth. I know. It's so heartbreaking. Now, I wonder if we get to, like, plunder the depths of the river. Like, dig around down there for, like, shipwreckage or something like that. Like, I wonder if we can just, like, find stuff on our own and add those to our auction stores and our pawn shop stores. Also, peep, the gas price is $3.34. Not great, but not the worstest. I mean, it's like $2.80 per gallon here in the Midwest. So, you know, there have been points in history where it's been like $3.50 per gallon in recent memory. So $3.30 is, that's not the worst. That's like pandemic era prices right there. Ooh. Store me tender. Is that like shiver me tender? I'm here, motherfuckers. All right. We got. Actually, some of you guys look very familiar to the previous auction I was just in. So we got a big honkin' like what is this, like a shoe display rack, couple of chests, some garbage, couple odds and ends. The chests definitely are intriguing to me. Hello? I can't initiate. Oh, am I too late? Uh-oh. What's going on? There's no begin. I can only leave. Oh. Well, I guess I'm disqualified. I think it said it ended at 1. That sucks. Yeah. I don't know why, but it just said, yeah, you can't. Just don't. Yeah, it's running right now. Yeah, ends at 1. The fuck, bro? That's kind of lame. Alright, well, I guess we'll try sign up for a different one then. Maybe there's like an implied if you show up well, I was there before the half armor. I don't know. For whatever reason, I got excluded and they didn't tell us why, which is kind of annoying. So we'll try this one next then. That one's over that way. Yeah. I was thinking, yeah, maybe if it's like the 1 hour mark, maybe if you're there after the 1 hour mark or 1 hour before mark, you get excluded. But then tell me I'm excluded. Don't like allow me to go up, see the contents, and then say never mind, fuck you. Like that's kind of fucking lame. Or it was a bug. That's always possible. Let's try this one. 280 is not bad. Yeah, 280 is not bad at all. Because, yeah, some of us, we're old enough to remember when things got up to, like, $5 a gallon in, like, 2008. Like, 2007, 2006, 2007. I remember that shit. Whole bunch of stuff in here. Yeah, this one seems encouraging. What the shit? It did it again. What the hell? So, so I go back to my spot and I get kicked out again. That's lame. Why is it doing that? Yeah, there's no way to initiate. Alright, well, I guess I can't do this one either. Am I just not allowed to participate in these in this area, I wonder? So the one I just tried to do ends at 4. Yeah, so it's like we're super, well, I mean, again, relatively super early. I mean, definitely not approaching the 1 hour mark.
Yep.
What's going on here? How do I check tutorials? Journal? Tutorials, here we go. So, auctions and bidding. Got the auction. After, yeah, you'll have a moment, and then press the space bar. Yeah. I have no idea why I keep getting booted from these. I'm clearly doing something wrong. Maybe you're not supposed to go back to your spot. Maybe when I'm going back to my spot, the game is assuming that I'm like leaving, or I don't know. That seems very strange. Well, that's it for reasonably priced ones in the what's in the box. I drove all this way. So we can try this one. This one starts at 3. Kind of shitty. Well, let's go ahead and try this one. I suspect this next one will be too rich for our blood. Oh, it's right over there. But we'll try it. 99 cents a gallon. Yeah, I remember those days. I remember 99 cents a gallon. I also remember like post 9/11 things getting real hot. Right, so yeah, so we see some garbage, we see a vacuum. God, this one is not worth 250. I think I'm already so I don't know why sometimes I get kicked out, but this one is actually working. So I'll set like the starting bid, but I think I'm very quickly gonna leave. Yeah, there's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. It's a lot of garbage.
Okay.
Like one chest, a teddy bear, a vacuum. Like, there's no way. There's no way that's worth anything. I don't believe that for a moment. Alright, so yeah, today's been rough, and I feel like I'm getting kind of screwed out of being able to participate in things, which kind of sucks. I would like to know where is the junkyard? Where is Bulber Lake? Like, how far away are there? Because now it's like, well, I could sign up for them, but I have no idea what I'm getting myself into. I guess only one way to find out is to just go for it. No time like the present. But yeah, very disappointed that the game's like, sorry, we're just gonna exclude you from. Well, we're allowing you to sign up for an auction, and we're allowing you to initiate the auction, but you can't participate in it until you've driven all the way out there and you're there, and it's like starting before you. But it's like, sorry, can't actually do it. Best I can figure is that it's probably a bug, but the fact that it happened multiple times is a little bit suspicious. I'm nearly running out of gas, so I'm gonna have to like stop what I'm doing pretty soon here and buy some gas for our guy. Taxes subsidizing gas prices. Yeah, there is that too. I mean, you know, there's talk of like, oh well, at least, you know, based on certain circumstances, well, at least, you know, gas prices aren't too bad. But like Meerkat pointed out, there's that invisible hand, right? There's other factors going into these things. That cost comes from elsewhere. All right, so see a couple odds and ends. I mean, a couple like big items, one chest. Yeah, this one we'll try a decent bit, but not gonna go overboard here. I think the starting bid is pretty reasonable. And I feel like I should always bid fairly low, or not low, but bid, like not go super high necessarily. 55. I'll go to 300. Where that's probably the extent that I want to go, honestly. 15. Nah, I don't think it's worth it. These NPCs are really aggressive. And it's a good thing there's so many other storage units to go for, but like, man, that's like, they're really aggressive. And they don't always seem like they're worth it. Like, that one seemed kind of so-so. There was a couple, man, I'm bummed that earlier one that had like a really low starting bid. This one here, I'm bummed we got booted from that one, because that one looked great. Oh, fucking hell, did my mouse just die? No, my mouse, I don't know. The game keeps like fucking out. My mouse just keeps disappearing. It's whenever I try to use the scroll bar, it starts to get a little bit wonky here. Year of gas under $1. Yeah, I remember like, basically post 9/11, things just kind of like went above $2 a gallon and never really went down. All right, so where are we right now? This is the junkyard. Let's go for this one next. And it should be fairly close by. It's right over there. I'll scooch right over yonder. $15 a gallon, right? Because that's the thing. Like, you think about when it was. Again, like $5 a gallon in some places. That was in like 2008, 2006, 2007, 2008. And that sucked, obviously. But yeah, you think about the rate of inflation, you would think it would be a lot higher, just like Meerkat's saying. So the fact that it's coming out of like taxes and other kind of government subsidies means that like it's kind of an illusion of cheaper gas, because you're paying for it in other places, in other ways. Let's go for it. Same kind of thing. We'll start fairly low. Or maybe the idea is to like go for like fairly high numbers to scare off other people. Except it's not really working here. I'll go to 300. 29. I'll do 349. There we go. So if it's a difference of $50, there we fucking go. So now we're getting there. Yeah, it's not like really cheaper. That's the thing. It is an illusion. Right, so instant sale, that's an obvious one. Bop. Yeah, so once again, the dead body, it's unfortunately not real, it's just a mannequin. Sometimes it has a jack-o'-lantern on its head, sometimes not. Disappointed. Let's verify it then. I was thinking, like, is there contents inside the bag? It seems like the answer is no. Oh, that's a shame. This isn't a chest. It's even got a little lock thingy on it. Are you kidding me? Well, that's disappointing. Okay, at least have one chest, which is something. But it's like, that's kind of a bummer. Stores, something, something, Compton, yeah. No, okay. I think we're losing money on this one. I think we're probably losing a not small amount of money. Verify this one. Verify that one. Okay, yeah, this is at least something. 82 bucks. Yeah, not great. Not great. We're still kind of behind the 8 ball here. So we now it's kind of weird. We had one of these. We had one of these in the in our first storage unit, and it was registered as garbage. This one suddenly is not garbage, but it is broken. So it's like one category above just plain old garbage. Alright, so everything here is broken. Well, except for this guy. Well, no, that one's normal. But everything else is either bad or broken. Go ahead and snag what we can, then. Snag what we can, but I think we're losing progress here, unfortunately. And we're about to use a bunch of money. Well, some amount of money, at least, to fill up our truck. Because we're going to be running out of gas pretty soon here. Wait, can I open this? Hold on. Shit. No, fuck. Open. Oh! Okay, so lesson learned. If you're gonna open a chest, make sure... oh, here it is. Make sure that it's empty first, because it will, like, fuck out. There's one thing on the ground here. Here, I'll do one of these. I'll go ahead and plop that down. There we go. So it was some boxing gloves. Some rare boxing gloves. Same kind of thing here. I can't actually do anything with this just yet. There are other stuff. There's a single instant sale brick. Or a brush or something. Okay. A lot of this, of course, we're just going to be selling. Chunk. Good news is that it's already broken. Let's go ahead and close this guy for one thing. Oh, hand sculpture. Where did that come from? What the heck? Shit, no. Open it. So that was also in the chest, clearly. Go. No, fuck, no, no. Nope, shit, fuck. Crap. Right click, or it's a left click, not right click. And then it's closed. There we go, there we go. What I'd like to do is... I guess I can, yeah, lower that a little bit, which might help a little bit. Do is kind of move this to the side a little bit. Just kind of scooch a little bit. And then see if that will get us a little bit more space to twerk with here. That might just do it. There we go. Good enough for me. Boop. Lonk that right there. These other guys, we might have to get a little creative. Again, it seems like once things kind of solidify, once things kind of settle, then you're pretty much set. The exercise ball might be a little bit tricky. But we can kind of wedge it somewhere. I think we'll be in good shape. Oh no, heck. Can't say I'm surprised. My brilliant plan. Yeah, see, like, it kind of locks in place after a certain point. Is that good enough? That might just do it. That might just do it. Like, just out of curiosity, if I drive like a goddamn madman... Yeah, so I think once you start moving, you're in good shape. So, we're pretty far out right now. Well, no. Yeah, we're pretty far out. But now we're seeing, like, the breadth of what this place has to offer. So we were across the river. So, I guess it doesn't matter which pawn shop we go to. What's this? Oh. To say, I should be able to click things, right? I can't click that one. Pawn shop. I'm guessing every pawn shop is like each one is samesies, and their their ability to sell versus their ability to buy, or well, what am I trying to say? Buying your stuff versus selling you their stuff. Their selections be unique, of course. So let's just go to the nearest one, which would be, we'll say that guy. Boop. Alright. We'll sell it, and I'm guessing we'll eventually learn about fixing things and identifying the fancy stuff. But yeah, I have a sneaking suspicion that we're losing money on this, and losing quite a bit of money. So we're gonna have to have some pretty significant landfalls. And again, probably being a little bit more choosy about which storage units we go for. But that's part of the beauty. Look, yep. Okay, so you can run over pedestrians. Well, that's reassuring. I was concerned that you wouldn't. And then they like immediately disappear. Oh no, they don't. No, they do not disappear. Do they stand back up? Oh, sure don't. I'm shocked. Well, I for one am shocked. Park here. All right. Yo, what's going on, pawn shop homies? I got some good. Oh my god, look at this huge ass place. Good lord, mostly empty. Got some boob sculptures. You got some arcade machines. You got Sushi Smash. Yo, you got the newest Crystal Knights cabinet with 6 players. Yo, that actually looks kind of sick, honestly. Some clothes. Got more arcade machines over here. Yo, this place fucking rocks, man. You got the newest Motorsport Velocity Cab. You got Space Race. You got fucking Bomber exclamation point. You got Rays. Yo, what's up, James Hetfield? All right, what we got here, fam? Quality's unknown. Right, a bunch that's gonna be Garbo. So I'll just sell what I can, which is not much. And there we go. So we lost about $100, but we are leveling up little by little. And I do mean little by little. Oh, them's the breaks then. Let's head back with what we have. And I mean, I guess I could try to get any last minute auctions, but I imagine they're mostly finished by now. Yeah, they're all finished. Okay, that's fine. So in that case, let's head back to our spot. What's this? Archaeologist. Oh, cool. So yeah, you can legit just like buy stuff, which is neat. The bearded versus flamingo? What's going on over here? It doesn't tell me. I cannot click them. What if I zoom in? Yeah, weird how certain things in the menu on the map you can like investigate for more details. Others, it's like, nope, fuck you. Others, it's like you're on your own, bro. Just figure it out. I like the game, but it's weird. It's unsurprisingly buggy, and there's certain functions that just don't seem to work half the time, which is disappointing, but unfortunately not surprising when it comes to these simulator games. And also, we've played another simulator game by the same publisher. This might have been the same publisher as that Taxi Life game, but I can't remember exactly. So I hate to say that, I don't mean this with any malice in my heart, but I do believe that this is one of these cases where the publisher may or may not be known for being like a mark of quality necessarily. So the game is out of early access, but it's still like officially out of early access, but it's still very clearly an early access game. So the like clunkiness and like things not really working all the time is unfortunately familiar. Now there's a gas station, so I will go ahead and fill up. Because this thing is probably not very gas efficient. All right, so here we are. Fuel, refuel, bam. Or hold it, yeah. Oop. Oh, you gotta hold it. It's actually not that expensive. Our tank's not too ridiculous, not too thirsty or fisty. Just repossess some things. That's right. That's right. It's so easy. Oh, now wait a goddamn second. Do you see what I see? Can I just whoopsie daisy? Oh, I can't whoopsie daisy these things. Are you kidding me? This is some good stuff, man. This is from pre-motion. Here we go. Here we go. Got the Chivo for finding a collectible. In the goddamn garbage. So now Now, this is a potential game changer. Suddenly, dumpster diving potentially has some real opportunities available to us. There's some real possibilities for dumpster diving. The game just straight up won't let you grab some garbage, but other garbage, one man's garbage is another man's treasure, so there you go. So, I'm probably not gonna, like, look everywhere all the time, but yeah, we'll pop into some dumpsters from time to time. Like the dumpsters from time to time, because we found a collectible what's inside. And it was one of those Steam achievements based on the little pop-up, right? You see the little pop-up on Steam from an achievement? It was a glowing achievement, which I think means less than 10% of gamers of this game have gotten that one. Can I go through the sign? No. Unfortunate. But unsurprising. There you go. That's how you know it's the real shit. We got Aleph. What's up, Aleph? Hey, bud. Here we are in Blueberry Village. Yeah, now I'm like keeping an eye out for places to... Oh, here's a church. Maybe I should raid the church. I mean, investigate it for things to repurpose for my entrepreneurial spirit. Hello, fellow churchgoer, and your very fancy sports car. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was wishful thinking. Wishful thinking. I said I wasn't going to check everywhere, but I will check. Ooh, there we go. There's a dumpster. Okay. Can we make this just dumpster diving simulator and be done with it? Never know, man. One man's garbage, man. That's what I'm saying. One man's garbage. It's the American Flippers. I remember there was the show, was it Storage Wars? I never actually watched any of those shows. Pawn Stars and American Pickers and Storage Wars. I never watched any of them, so I have no idea what they were actually like. But I know some of them used to be crazy popular. Maybe some of them still are. So some collectors are looking for specific stuff. And then we have a dare for one of those kinds of things. An icon that represents what they're looking for. Okay. Must be verified, right? Including sex robots, obviously. Cool. Exit. There we go. Yeah. I'm keeping my peepers peeped. I'm keeping my peepers open for more possibilities. And in cases like this, like you see these like pallets, like usually these are like inconsequential. These all appear to be just that, so it's very dark, so it's kind of hard to see. There. I want to look. Like, I want to look now, man. The game perhaps shouldn't have opened this Pandora's box. What's the best thing we ever pulled from the garbage? Actually, that was the thing you probably just saw, Aleph, where we grabbed that really cool Viking helmet. I've only been playing this game for like an hour and a half or so, so we're still pretty early on. My first session of the game, and we're still a little green on this game. I'm liking it, but you might have heard me say just earlier that it's unsurprisingly very buggy, and certain things just kind of don't work with the game half the time, like certain functions. There's already been like 3 or 4 auctions where we entered into the auction, we're ready to go, and then the game just kind of booted us out of them with no fanfare. So the game just sometimes just doesn't really function, but what's here is interesting, and I'm definitely curious to see more. There was another K-Truck over here, but this one's has no wheels. Slight issue. So let's pop some stuff into storage. Or no, this one. I'll pop these guys in there. I can't verify any of them yet. And then let's head to bed. Architect mode. What's architect mode? Oh, for furnishing. Okay, that's kind of cool. Show tradables. There's no items around. Right. Bloop. Then we'll head to bed. Daily summary. We lost 130 overall. Storage Wars was faked. I mean, I assume all those shows are faked. I assume all those shows are scripted to some degree, if not 100% of the time. And I know that sounds cynical, but that's kind of the assumption. I just assume any like reality adjacent show, I just assume it's all scripted. I mean, some of it might not be, or at least maybe like it's scripted insofar as the actors and actresses are given direction on like how the scene should go, and they ad-lib, you know, like the exact dialogue, the exact conversations. But I just assume it's all, you know, predetermined. Yeah, I remember hearing about Pawn Stars. Part of the reason why I never like gave a shit about the shows is like, again, I just kind of have a very maybe unnecessarily pessimistic assumption when it comes to like them being scripted and kind of faked. Let's go for, let's start with the Village People, which is pretty close by. Start there. Bonnie View. Bonnie's the name of our doggy. American Pickers. I remember my stepdad liked that show a lot. I'm assuming it's still around. I'm assuming the show's still going. Go inputs. Oh, that's kind of cool. I see this every time and I want to do like a fucking Dukes of Hazzard kind of situation. Anything cool in here? There's a gun. That's how you know this takes place in America and probably the American South. Let's be real. Let's be fucking real. And look at that. Most items in this game you have to verify. Usually you have to verify, or validate, verify. You have to like scan an item to know its worth. Our guy sees this and goes, I know exactly what this is worth. New item gained. He says, I know exactly what this is worth. I don't even have to like scan that one. I got the fucking knowledge on that shit, bro. Found another item. Found one item. Oh, that's the gun. Yeah, that's that one. Yeah. There's nothing else found. I wish when you scanned, items popped a little bit more. Like that, there is a slight little outline, but it's very light and easy to miss. Yeah, so it's worth exploring a little bit. Worth exploring a little bit. That item detector thing definitely helps. And it tells you like how many items are around, but yeah, it'd be nice to have a little bit more like give me like a little some like indicator, some like glowing thing in front of me or like near me that tells me where exactly this item's located. Yeah, that'd be kind of helpful. So here we are. Here we are with the next auction attempt. Here's what's his face? Fucking who is the Marvel guy? I can't remember his name. Silver hair, sunglasses. He passed away not too long ago. Elder abuse. Stanley, thank you, Aleph. Yeah, very Stanley, and maybe David Lynch. Maybe David Lynch. Big old vending machine, one chest, a bunch of garbage. I don't have high hopes for this one. A single book. Yeah, that would have to be the big one, and I'm not sure that one's gonna be worth it. So I'm gonna do a pretty low starting bid here. Bam. In fact, I'll say 150, and that's probably as high as I'm gonna go. Okay, I lied. I'm gonna do 172. If I can get under 200, I'm gonna be happy. There we go. We got it, baby. We got it. That thing was used in a crime. Well, now my DNA's all over it, baby. Yeah, now my DNA's all over that shit. So some of that stuff was, yeah, it was real, is what Meerkat's saying, yeah. Or they never sold something and said they did. Yeah, I understand. Or, I mean, I guess in all fairness, some things might be, like, filmed out of order or in different, like, sequences. So they might say, oh, yeah, we sold that thing, but, like, the next episode actually was filmed before they sold that thing. Like, I know that can happen, too. The trash that the police would never check. And wasn't that pretty close to a bunch of cop cars? Wasn't that near a police station? So there you go, man. It's so dumb, it's genius. The last place they'd ever look. Hiding in plain sight, my man. Alright, so we can open this one. No, we can't. Just kidding. Let's verify this one. Bam, good. And then school textbook. $16. Okay, I can tell you right now, a textbook is worth more than $16. Any college student will tell you that is not how that shit works. It is how things work. Yes, I love that class in college. Learning about how things work. how things work at 101. Bunch of garbage. And a saucepan. And some toys. And a fridge. So, I think we're still losing money on this, unfortunately. But the good news is, if once we get the ability to verify higher level things, and fix things, and like, oh right, I gotta bring my car around. Once we get the ability to fix things and verify higher level things, and like have the ability to deal with some of these other items we found, some of these higher order items we found, we'll be able to like bring in more money for Shoresies. And that'll, I think, create a pretty decent landfall. I gotta go all the way around, don't I? Yeah, wasn't it this garbage right here, and there's cop cars right here? Actually, it might have been a cop's gun. Is this a police station? Yep, it's the sheriff's office, and I might have just like ganged one of the sheriff's guns. Hold on, what's that in front? Doggy? Can I bet that dog? Or maybe it might be a statue. He might not be real. He's just like completely stoic. There's no option to pet the dog. Dog is unpettable. Game literally garbage. Literally unplayable garbage. Can't pet the dog. 0 out of 10. Throw it in the fucking garbage bin, bro. Alright, so I need... How do I get in there, man? I think I have to go all the way around. If they outbid, a cast gun. It's super effective. This way? Nope. Alright, keep looking. Keep looking. We'll figure out... I've been in there once before. And it's... I need to get, like, the car in there is the thing. Just let's go around the block and we'll see where the proper entrance is. I think it's probably on this side. At the gas station there, or the gas station, the stop sign. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. Alright, so. Head and plonk this one down. I'm plonking. I'm actually gonna see if I can scooch this up a little bit. Enough, I suppose. And this will just kind of have to... Actually, that fits perfectly. Look at that. I have the cop's gun already. That's right, man. What are they gonna do, man? What are they gonna do? I have all the cards. And they have nothing. Nothing. There's a Rubik's Cube. It's chilling. Verify that one. It's worth $5. Well, then it was all worth it. At first, I was not so sure. I think we're still losing money on this, unfortunately, but... The gun was free, though. If nothing else, the gun was free. Well, and I think the gun's value is like $50. And honestly, that's pretty cheap as far as firearms go. Those guns are not that cheap in the real world. Even used firearms, like, bro. No fucking way, man. Unless it's, like, really used. Unless it's really used and you're, like, turning it, like, it's like scrap metal, basically. Can I... Oh, yeah. Kind of like squinch it. There we go. I'm trying to squinch it down. Untraceable guns. Yeah, well, I'm not saying this one's untraceable. It literally is probably owned by a cop, so it's probably the opposite of untraceable. It's probably quite traceable. This perhaps might be extra traceable. Yep. All that jazz. Alrighty. Kind of like close the thing. Go and pawn off what we got. Yeah, ain't no fucking way, man. 50 bones, ain't no way, man. Alright, so let's go to the map. And the nearest pawn shop is this... No, that's not a pawn shop. Oh, wait, is it? That is a pawn shop. Cool. Cool. Hey, bro, I got this used gun. You want it? 50 bones says it's yours. There it is. Coming on down, baby. Oh. Close, park there. And out of curiosity, over here, or over here. It says no items around. Over Here, no items around. Yeah, I kind of figured. Can I just steal this forklift? Is this my forklift now? I don't have the certification, but these same two fucking dudes are still arguing outside the store. Yeah. Is it? Yeah, maybe it's just their price, honestly. Quality is good. $50. Market value. Market value, man. Sell those. Should I, like, hold on to this and use it as a tool? A bargaining chip, maybe? I think I should just sell it. Like, what's this gonna do for me? I can't... It doesn't need fixing. Quality is good. Like, if I go back and look at it, like, what can I do with this? Like, there's nothing to fix. Yeah, I should... And it's not a collector's item. The star is interesting, but I think that just means quality is good. That's why it has the star. Yeah, so let's just sell it then. So, Blueberry Village is level 4. I don't really know what that means. What, leveling things means, necessarily, or, like, truly how it works. All I know is that it's early enough in the day we can do more auctions. So the village people... Try this one next. Fairly close by. Let's fucking do it. We pretty much broke even there, but again, if we can get this chest open... there's a possibility. Let's see, where are we going? We're going... over there. Oh, it's the same area. Alright, so let's do... Same dealio. Most forklifts are unlocked. And the keys are maybe nearby if we're so lucky. Wouldn't that just be terrible if I would have absconded with the goods? Speaking of goods, I see an empty pizza box. Probably not. Oh, and a moped. Oh, actually, hold up. I need to know. I need to know. Anything I can just steal off this person's lawn? Hammer? Nah, shucks. I know. Wishful thinking. I can't help it. My smile, my optimism gone. Oops. Oh, I legit was gonna try to run them over. I'm sadly unable to. I mean, thank goodness safety protocols are in place. Thank goodness. So we got some collectible looking things and some large things. Yeah, a Christmas present. Hell yeah. I might be willing to go a little bit higher for this one.
Okay.
28. I was gonna say, I'm willing to like throw down some dollars. 288. I think this one will do well. I think this one will be good. Hey, that's a good pose. That's me. He's just like me, for real, for real. They just wink out of existence. All right, so instant sale, the obvious stuff. Man, it's kind of a shame that sometimes the chests are like actual garbage. I'm shocked that bathtub is actual garbage. $1 for a big honkin' bathtub. Do both of these are? Jesus. So what I thought was going to be 3 chests is just 1. Stores property. Yeah, that's a bummer. Kind of misleading too, because those look like things that would have some like worth. Ski poles, Christmas present. Can I open it? No. For some reason, a unopened grungy ass Christmas present is almost $50, and normal ski poles are $9. What the fuck is going on with this world economy? What the shit are these made up Monopoly numbers? Now this looks legit. I can't believe this is, well, okay, the quality is bad, but still, the quality for this is bad as well. I can't believe a sculpture of a cowboy is worth less than a grungy fucking dingy ass Christmas present. That's bizarre. Binder, yeah. Now, how is that worthless? What the fuck? Easter rabbit box. $15. Constellation poster. $32. Dude, the numbers are made up and nothing matters, man. It don't matter. None of this matters. No, move that. Got a computer mouse that kind of blends in pretty well with the environment. One is locked. Verify the dishwasher. Now that's worth a pretty penny. That's for sure worth the price of admission. Well, not alone, but that makes the price of admission worth paying. So we got some pretty cool stuff here. And we also have a lot of stuff here. So, I'm gonna have to get creative when it comes to fitting all this in here. I might have to make a few trips. Fine by me. It looked, yeah, that guy looked like Doug Dimmadome. Of the Dimsdale Dimmadome. Also, I think that voice actor passed away recently, which is it's kind of sad. Because, I don't think he was that old, necessarily. Items around here. Alright, take a look. Good to see you, Dolph. Bathtubs are pretty awful secondhand. I'm just shocked it was worth $1. That's the part that boggles my brain. I definitely wouldn't expect much, but I would expect more than 1 USD. Maybe it's like it's one of those where like it's such a pain in the ass to move it. Like, you know, by the time you pay the movers to make the magic happen, you're already in the hole. So just getting any like a net positive in any regards is already hoping for a Christmas miracle. Let's see. Oh, shit. How do you do this? Is it? No, I wanna go it's like not that direction. What's the other direction? Right click to reset. The answer might be that you don't. I wish you could just like hold. Oh wait. Oh no, it is one direction. That's annoying. So if I want to say like, no, lean it forward, you can't. You have to like flip it all the way around. That's fucking weird. Fucking reset. Yeah, at that point it's not even worth trying to fuck with it, so I'll just do one of those and hope for the best. Alright, good enough, good enough. Like, there's all that wasted space though, and I'm trying to squeeze it in. Trying to squeeze it in here. If I just squinched it back, oh my god. Yeah, it's a shame you don't have you don't have like more fine control in trying to like orient where things are going, where things are landing. I guess that's good enough. What's up, Chaotic Goddess? We're playing Storage Hunter Simulator for the first time. This is I'm very early on in the game. I hardly have anything unlocked, so I have very little available to me right now as far as like some of the later game functions, like being able to fix things, and I of course have no lockpicks, and I'm assuming we'll eventually get the ability to buy lockpicks, so I can try unlocking them myself, or we can just buy the bullet and take some of these things to a locksmith. Probably need to do that pretty soon, honestly, because we are starting to fill up on our storage. But in the meantime, got some stuff to bring to a pawn shop. Again, no way to fix things just yet. I'm kind of curious. If I go back to the journals. So we don't have a tutorial for this yet, I don't think. Selling items. Or sale. I guess I can look a little bit early on some things. So when it comes to fixing things, or repairing things, we did see a mechanic, which I'm assuming is for vehicles. Tools app. And buy better tools. Right, fixing tools, exactly. That's what I'm excited about, but that's unavailable for now. Blind auctions. Experts. Take the item to an expert who will verify the item for a fee. Yeah, maybe I should kind of scope around for some experts, but I'm like struggling to make, to make a net positive. It's a very slow crawl. Nothing there, no messages. Thing of the glossary. Right, this is just the item glossary. Okay. So let's just continue to load up what we can. And we're getting a little bit creative with how we stack things and trying to make it work. Yeah, good. Like how it's vibrating excitedly. But eventually it settles, and then it's locked in. Like more or less the equivalent of like tying it down with like bungee cords, that kind of deal. Take a little mousey. There we go. Anything else that I can't see? There's the obvious things, of course. I never did verify the magazine. Yeah, surprising number of small things, which are, you know, not worth a lot on their own, but it does add up. Definitely does add up. I'm surprised how light that thing is. I'm just slapping around with a single binder full of family photos or whatever. Now, the question is, will I be able to, like, fucking MacGyver the shit? Here, I think you can, like, zoom out. Yeah, there we go. So, can I MacGyver the shit onto this thing without fucking... without it all collapsing? Not like that. It's surprisingly light. Surprisingly, like, very, very, like, bouncy. Or not bouncy, but kind of wobbly. There we go, there we go. There we go, baby. There we go, stacking it nice and tall, baby. And once again, once it settles, once it stops wobbling, the implication is that it's bungee corded down, so like we can be fucking goobers, you know, and drive around like a dumbass, you know, banging the shit. If I run into this fence, there we go. Yeah, see, nothing flops out. Maybe it should, but there we go, baby. There we go. All right, I'm gonna hit up a couple of other businesses because I'm kind of curious. So we know there are experts. That one says boom. Hold on, I'm gonna do a quick exploratory study. If there's any items, anything just kind of left out to rot. No, nothing for me. Okay, I thought I'd look. Can't blame a hobbit for trying. I'm gonna stop by some other places instead of going directly to the pawn shop. We might surprise ourselves. Now, what do we have at the auto body? So I can assume the auto body is gonna be like for repairing and fixing cars. So this is to buy these guys, including some sex bots. There we go. There we go. Is there a parking spot where I can, like, show him what I've got? Because I didn't see, like, a parking spot like we saw earlier. I don't see one. Alright, so probably not with this guy, then. I'm kind of curious about the experts we were hearing about. There's a locksmith. There's a gun place. Gas station. Rally driver. That's kind of cool. Let's hit up the locksmith. Maybe I'll be surprised. Maybe the rates aren't too bad. We have the one, like, easy level chest. Get that cracked open. Yeah, right here. Where do I park? Right here. It's kind of faded, but right there. 9 to 9 every day. I like the chalkboard drawing. Chalkboard writing. That's good. He's the Cockmeister. No, sorry, the Clockmeister. There you go. Look at all these lockable things. Lockable and cockable. That's me. Hey, you're our neighbor. I recognize you. Terry's Lab. Yeah, he's our neighbor. We saw him pumping iron earlier. All right, so this one costs $15. Oh, wait, no, it says verify cost. Did I not already verify it? Hold on. Hold. Please hold. Yeah, it's verified. Yeah. Verify too. Yeah, so they're both verified. I guess you have to pay a verify fee if it's already verified, or maybe it's the maybe it's like a verification level fee. Oh, okay, that value is what you get out of it right now, I think. If you were to sell the chest without opening its contents. So, all right, $15. And you have to wait a while. Okay. And $15. All right, yeah. All right, so we'll wait a little bit. Of course, this is not IRL time. This is in-game time. We'll come back in a bit. Did he take those items? He did, and of course, the bungee cords have not been altered in their placements, their invisible placement. Oh! I'm not surprised. But the good news is we got plenty of space to work with now. There we go. Never even broke a sweat. See the shadows in real time. Right, so, quickly because, oh shit, now it just occurred to me, since that's gonna take longer than this place is open, hopefully that'll keep overnight, we'll be able to come back the next day to collect those things. Let's go ahead and take this to the nearest pawn shop, which would be behind me, I think. sell what we can. Hopefully we'll be able to collect on those locked fellers on the morrow. But I'm hoping. I'm hoping, and it's what I'm poping. Alright, so let's sell pretty much all of this. Quality is normal. Yeah, really not bad. Some of this was like... We definitely made bank today. Well, relative bank. In addition to the money we just spent to get some things unlocked, which we'll collect on in the following day. Could do a lot worse. Could have done a lot worse. In fact, what I might do at some point is take some of those other chests to get those unlocked. At least the ones we've already verified. The ones we cannot verify yet, we'll hold off on getting those unlocked just because we couldn't get them unlocked if I wanted to. Alright, so... know that closes pretty soon here. I'm kind of curious. If I pop in before they close and I say, hey bro, how's that stuff coming? He's going to say, give me 55 more minutes. So the time continues to pass. Yes, major improvements, Meerkat. You fucking got it, bro. So I'm kind of curious. If I linger while the place is about to close, what happened? Find out. Is he just going to give me the boot? That's the normal thing to do, is to say get the fuck out. I was hoping he would just like disappear. No, he's still doing stuff. The 9 to 9. Oh heck. Okay, well now, yeah, alright. So we'll just assume we can come back tomorrow then. Alright, so I said we were making bank. That's actually false. We're kind of like, we're kind of breaking even. But like I said, the following day we'll have like a more immediate, maybe not like a huge payday, but we'll have like a nice little bonus, a nice little boost. We at least have that to look forward to. And just so I'm clear, if I check back where we found that one gun, are there more? Are there more firearms just laying around in this parking lot? No, unfortunately not. Can't just like pop their trunk and see if there's anything there I could just wander off with. Unfortunately not. I'm as broke up about it as you are. Instead, well, mosey. And would you look at that? I'm already almost out of half of my gas. Blueberry locksmith. I managed to open the lock on your container. Cool. I will... He's working throughout the night, apparently. The other one is open. Good. And so I'm kind of curious. So that one I cannot verify. Because it's like a high-level one. So we'll hold off on that one, then. So... jump up. Whoop, whoop. Close. And go to our bedroom. Clicking along, man. We're clicking along. So a very slight net gain, but there's more where that came from. We sold a delicious dishwasher for $78. 78 bones. 78 bones for a dishwasher. Again, you could do a lot worse, that's for sure. Alright, first and foremost, we're gonna head to the pool place. Pool. Locksmith and get the goods. Investing in digital monkey pictures. Nothing like some pure digital speculative assets, digital real estate. You know, some some digital assets you can buy and sell in the metaverse. It's what could possibly go wrong? What could go wrong? What could possibly, you know, be an unsound investment? Surely that would never happen. Buy, sell, trade guns. Open at 9. So if I wanted to sell fire, yeah, that's a thing to consider too. Maybe for specialty items, maybe it's one of those where like, if I took that pistol elsewhere, maybe I could have made a bit more money if I would have sold to that guy instead. That's something to consider. Man, I still can't believe we played that Goblin driving game, and we were having such a fun time with it. And then, like, on a lark, I just checked their website and saw that it was, like, entirely, like, not even like, oh, it's a small part of our thing. Like, 100% of the developers' whole thing is that they were full hog in NFTs. And I'm still, like, heartbroken about that, man, because we were having a fun time with the game, and then they were like, oh, hey, this is just a side thing. Our main thing is being unironically all about NFTs in 2025. I just can't get over that, man. That's like, it fucking boggles my goddamn brain. And it boggles my brain and makes me sad. Simultaneously. All right, I got the goods. So this one's ready. And that one's ready. Cool. So I guess that loaded it up in our car probably. What's up, dude or dad? Good to see you, buddy. He didn't even load it into our car. He just fucking dumped it like, it's fucking your problem now, bro. All right, so we'll pop them both, and I'm gonna crack it open. Whoop, bam, and we get a couple of things. We get a something I cannot verify, a wind chime. Oop. Worth $36. That alone made it worthwhile. A toy spaceship, 43, not bad, and a thing we can't verify just yet. That's pretty cool. So I'll close that. Now, this one's in much worse shape. The exterior, at least. The interior could be a different deal, though. Crack it open. And we get a container of questionable chemicals. It says hobby and toys. I guess hobby, sure. And a school textbook. All right, so they were both a worthwhile investment. I mean, there's always the chance you could crack wood open and it's empty. Dual hours. Let's close it. And let's do some auctioning. How's that sound? Actually, what I should do first is use the restroom, because I kind of gotta pee. Let's get back into this guy. Play this a little bit longer. I know it's already after 1 a.m., but we'll play a little bit longer for the night. Before we tap it. We'll do, this one ends in half an hour, so we'll do this one instead. Pretty close by. The village people they're close people, all right. That kind of village people, right? We're all in agreement. All right, and then, yeah, for this one, we have to go all the way around. Remember how this works. Can I hit the trash can? Bam. If I can send that shit flying. That's what we do. Eee, what about that one? Oh, bam. How's it going, guys? I'm here for the thing. And I already got some stuff loaded up. Now, by the way... Oh, I can't pause right now. We got a... Is that a pool... No, it's just a really impressive looking desk. I think that's an honest-to-goodness chest. Yeah, a couple odds and ends. So... I'm probably not going to go crazy high for this one. Start at 125. I'll do my usual strat where I pump up the jams a little bit higher. 205. 245. That might be the highest I'm willing to go for this one. I lied. 265. 285. I don't think I'm willing to go to 300, though. Alright, there it is. Yay! So the obvious things. Instant sale. This one, big old desk. 120. I mean, that alone, 120 on its own, that's actually really not bad at all. Really not bad at all. A stool. Oh my god. Shockingly valuable stool. Look at that. The stool that is normal is somehow $10 cheaper than this desk that is also normal quality. What the fuck is this game's economy? What the shit? I mean, I suppose I'm glad because... Well, actually, I guess I am. But really, I feel like this should be more valuable. Either this should be more or this should be less. Big old bed frame, 70. So yeah, so those three things alone makes this a worthwhile investment. Everything else is just, you know, extra credit. Sextra credit. $17. It says it's for a collector. Oh, right. A certain kind of person might be willing to buy that. Valentine's Day cake. Aw, that's romantic. Fixing level 2. Surprise there. Well, I mean, yeah, this was a pretty good one, honestly. This is a pretty good one. Load up what we can. I think we'll be able to get most of it, honestly. It says don't park, but I think that's only when you are, when you're, you know, meeting for an experience. A bargaining, an auction experience. You know what? I'll do it right. We'll do it right. So we'll go, and then we'll go. Fuck. Yep. Never mind. I think I keep forgetting you can like you can do the zoom in, zoom out thing. Like that. And then bed. Ooh, maybe I should have done bed frame first. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. It's okay. Oh shit. Any further than that, that's a little disappointing. But I think if I just kind of wedge it. Oh, you know what? You know what? There we go. Yeah. Look at that. You're a genius. It was actually a pretty impressive suplex. It's weird how light these heavy objects are in this game. Because in my mind, I was like, yeah, this will be... This desk is heavy enough to be able to withstand having that, having the bed frame kind of get propped on top of it. Or like wedging it in between. Whereas it was, like, it got fucking obliterated by that thing. So I guess the idea is, like, everything is equally heavy in this game. Or it's like, maybe not equally heavy, but things of similar size are of identical weights. Which is very bizarre to me. Still wiggling. I think it's settled. I think we're set. We Gucci. Let's see. Oh, it's wiggling again. What I want to do is kind of squiggle that inside to there. Is it squiggling? That's good enough of a squiggle. Good enough. Oh, I thought that was something cool. It was not cool. It was kind of boring. And we'll put this on top. Pop. Oh my fucking god. I'm not surprised there. All right, let's change up the strat then. Change up the strat. We'll do one of these. Then won't be able to do one of those, but I can maybe do lengthwise. I should have probably done that from the get-go. Still a little wobbly. It hasn't settled yet. There it goes. There it goes. Okay, I think we're good. Actually, I'll do the chest next. Yeah. One of those, one of those. Should do it. Stopped wobbling, we're good. And then... that guy... Wait for it, wait for it. Okay, good enough, good enough. I think everything else should be... Oh my god, it's a cake. I didn't realize it was a cake. I thought it was like just a Valentine like box of chocolates. No, it's a grungy ass fucking ass cake that's even in its current state somehow worth $17. Bro, I don't know, man. I don't know about that, man. I don't know if I'd be willing to pay $17 for that. Random ass shirt. That's like starched to fuck. Look at this thing. It's very stiff. What can I say? I love a nice stiffy. The wobbliness does not fill me with confidence. We're gonna pop this next one on this other side here. Oh no. Oh boy, that's a little scary. Somehow it worked. Somehow it worked. By the grace of something, it's holding together. Whoops. I'm like scared to bump things. I think we got it. We got it. All right, let's bring the chest to a locksmith, and then what I might even do. So let's think about this. There is one thing. Actually, yeah. What I might even do is swing by the mechanic first, because there's one thing the mechanic might be into. So, what I don't know is there a place I can park my car such that the contents of my vehicle will be, like, considered by the mechanic? Kind of like the park here spot we've seen in other places. I don't see one, but maybe just by virtue of being close enough, it'll work. Oh! Uh-oh. The game is looking sad.